Hello, fellow pirates. Welcome back to Dreadlock Gaming. Season 3 is underway, and with Season 3 comes people trying to take over manufactories to grow their empire. Well, I'm going to show you a new build that I came up with, a couple new things that are available this season. I tried to get some video of me doing hostile takeovers, but people are running. I start attacking them and they just run off. Nobody's wanting to stay and fight. I don't know why. So I'm just going to go over the build with you. You can tell me what you think. I'll explain it, tell you why I used everything, and you can comment on it if you want in the comments. Give it a try if you want. It's a pretty good build. Is it the best out there? Nah, I wouldn't say it's the best out there. But I've had fun with it. It's been enjoyable. I like it. So, let's get down to it. Let's go over the ship. I'll explain each reason why I use everything that I do. You could change it up some if you want to. You could probably make it a different style build or a different type of build. But this is how I've been running it. Let's get started. Now, we are using the Barque. And the reason we are using the Barque is the revitalization. Part of the revitalization. The healing. Restores severe damage by 0.4% and whole health by 0.4% per second. Restores 15% of stamina. That's always nice too. The stamina regeneration is great. That's why we're using it. Now, let's get into the build. Weapons. Fire bombards all the way around. Explosion. Fire damage. This is going to be a fire build. Auxiliary, Warhammer, because it is explosive and fire. And we want that fire. We want the ablaze effect. And the Warhammer is phenomenal now. It was great before. It's amazing now with the new aiming. The aiming overhead like a mortar instead of aiming from the deck, where it's hard to judge the distance. The armor we're using is the Black Prince. The Black Prince is hands down the best PvP armor there is, because reduces damage taken by 40% when whole health is less than 30%. It used to be 50%. They nerfed it 10%, but it's still very good. The furniture we're using. We are not using the rigging station, which is a little weird for a PvP build, but the Barque itself is kind of a miniature rigging station. But it doesn't have to be below 20% health for it to work. So you are constantly healing for 0.4%. It's not as strong as the rigging station, but it's still good. So the major furniture we're going to try, I've tried it a couple of times, and it works great. This build actually works pretty good. I've actually gotten a chance to, whenever I was testing it out before I was starting to make the video, I did a couple fights, beat the people. One guy I sank 3 times. The last 3 times I've tried to do a hostile takeover, they've just run or left. So I'm just giving you the build. Now the reason is Spiteful Spike Station. Hitting a weak point has a 25% chance to reduce all repair effects on the target by 75% for 15 seconds, regardless of the source. This means if they're in a Barque, they're going to heal for almost nothing. they'll heal for 0.1% per second. If they use a heal kit, it's going to be reduced by 75%. If you are trying to do this self-healing buoy, it's going to drop them down from, say, probably 1,000, 1,200 per tick to 200 per tick. 250 per tick. Increase damage to weak points by auxiliary weapons. 10% more Warhammer damage to the weak points is great. Faster reload time by 7% for auxiliary weapons. Using the Warhammer more often is great. Bombardment of Sword. 10% more bombard damage. Spirit Locker. Less stamina depletion whenever you have a status effect. 15% more stamina for bracing. 7% more armor. It's just less damage you take overall. Shell Packing Station. Bigger AoE on your bombards and a faster reload time on your bombards. That's always great. Bombard Works. That's 19% more secondary damage. So 19% more fire and explosive damage from your fire bombards. Gunpowder Bench. If they're on fire, 10% more damage. So, now, the Spiteful Spike Station you can get from the black market. It is a sovereign piece. It does cost sovereign. Bombardment of Sewer. You can craft it now. The blueprint comes from Skurlock. Spirit Locker. Black Aria chest from the twins. Shell Packing Station. If I'm not mistaken, it comes from Rama. It could come from Skurlock. The Bombard Works and the Gunpowder Bench, both you can make it your carpenter. Now, to get the blueprint for the Shell Packing Station, it costs either 1,000 white rum or 1,000 blue opium. Bombardment of Sword Furniture blueprint costs 1,000 white rum. Let me know what you think. Give it a try. I enjoy playing it. I don't think it's the best PvP build out there, but I think it's pretty good. Thanks for watching Dreadlight Gaming. Keep an eye out for more Skull and Bones videos soon. Hit that like and subscribe. Also, check out my friend over on Banished Souls Official on YouTube. Come join us on Banished Souls Discord. The links are below. And remember, never give up the ship.